Hi everyone, welcome back to M&S Live. I'm Ellie, your host for today, and I am joined by the absolutely incredible Charlie from Stila. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi everyone.
It's so good to have you. Do you want to give everybody a little bit of an intro as to who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Charlie Riddle. I'm the Global Beauty Director for Stila. I've been with Stila for 13 years, and so I am a makeup artist that lives in New York. So I do runway makeup, celebrity makeup, all the campaigns for Stila, and it's so great to be able to be in the UK and see all of these fun tips and tricks that the Marks & Spencer customer wants to see.
Absolutely. Well, look, so it's a real treat to have Charlie with us today. Thank you for, it feels like you've kind of flown over just for us, so it's such a treat to have you here. You're taking us through a summer makeup tutorial, super easy steps, really easy to use products. Do you want to kind of intro the look for us?
Yeah, so some of these are my essential products that I use almost on every client, from my mom to a celebrity on the red carpet. So it's really all about to get that summer glow. So really a few products to just really get that luminous skin, to brighten up the eyes. We have some fun kind of eye products to do a little bit of a sultriness to it, but really, really easy steps for you to recreate at home.
Amazing. So stay tuned. I'm going to hand over to Charlie. Our beautiful model is going to come in and you'll be able to follow along at home.
So to start this glowy makeup look, I've prepped Brittany's skin already with Stila's One Step Correct. So this is a color correcting primer, but it acts as a serum, a hydrator. It brightens, it evens out the skin tone. It has so many benefits and it feels amazing on the skin. So what I love to do is just pump one pump and apply it to the skin with a brush or the fingertips. And you see this helix swirl of the green, peach, and lavender as it blends out. It melts in and completely evens out the skin tone. So what this does is it's going to give you a nice even base. It's going to hydrate the skin, and it's going to be the perfect primer before you apply your foundation. You see here on the back of my hand, you can really just sort of buff it in, how much it brightens compared to my other hand here. And then after I've applied the One Step Correct, so this is the Stale Day foundation. So this is an essential backstage skin product. So this is a whipped formula, so you can really get a buildable coverage. So if you like more of a medium coverage, a full coverage, it really allows you to be flexible with the adaptability depending on how you apply it. So I applied a medium coverage on Brittany. She has beautiful skin. She could also do a very light coverage as well. And the great thing about this foundation too is it also has a concealer. So it really takes the guesswork out of choosing a shade. And because of its whipped texture, you just take a couple pumps, and it really has kind of this blending medium here on the back of it. So you can really take your brush and mix it in, but it really acts as the satin skin finish. So it's not dewy or matte, it really truly acts as a second skin, which is why I use it so often on the red carpets, just for that kind of no makeup look, perfect for summertime. So next up is one of my new favorite products, which is Stila's Blush and Bronze Duo. So this is so great because on one end, you have a bronzer sculpting cream, and on the other, you have a blush. So this is meant to take the guesswork out of choosing your own shade. They're really, really flexible, so they have this blurring technology to them. So they really just diffuse and buff into the skin, and you can really have this gorgeous contour, this healthy looking glow to the skin. It's perfect to put in your makeup bag for travel. You can use these with a brush, your fingertips, or a sponge. So I'm gonna apply this to Brittany's cheeks here, and she has more of a heart-shaped face. So what we're gonna do is sort of lift and elongate the face, and I'm going to place the bronze shade a little bit higher on her cheekbone in order to lift. And so I love to take this just directly on the skin and sort of map out where I want to put my sculpting cream. A little bit on the bridge of the nose too. And what this does is when you apply it on the nose is it defines the features and adds dimension to the face. I also love to put a little bit on the chin, and you can put a little bit on the jawline to really give a nice definition. Also, too, you can take it on the temples. And so once I have this mapped out, then I love to buff it in with a brush. And that's the great thing about this product, is it's so easy to use and there's so many different ways that you can use it. So once we blend it out here, so I love to start with a brush and buff it up towards the hairline. And you see how that just melts in and creates this very soft sculpt to frame the face. These just blend out so easily. They're so creamy, and it's so nice that they have that blurring effect. So it just smooths out any look of pores and gives you that nice, healthy glow that everybody wants for the summer. It's so easy to, take a shade and kind of do an all-over sculpting in 30 seconds or less. And then once I'm done sculpting, I love to take the blush end, and sometimes I like to apply a little bit on the back of my hand and then apply it with a brush. So I'll take the other side of my brush here and apply it right over where I put the, excuse me, that contour. So by doing this, you can really have control over your blush placement, and you're melting the two in together. And by placing the blush higher again, it's going to give a lifted look to the face. So this is going to be, elongate the face, it's going to slim the face, it's going to be more youthful. I also love to take a little bit of it and just pop it right on the nose, and it looks like you were just kind of out in the sun for 30 minutes and you have that perfect sun-kissed look. This is such a great product just to throw in your makeup bag when you're going on holiday or for a girls' night out. And see how that just sits on the skin? It has this beautiful sheen. It looks like a healthy glow. And this color is so gorgeous on you. All right, so now that we are blushed and bronzed, we are going to go in with my favorite red carpet product, this is the Heaven's Hue Putty Highlighter. So this has so many uses. So you can use this to, brighten up the eyes. You can use it as a highlighter on the cheeks. You can use it to sweep across the Cupid's bow to add dimension to the skin. You can use it on the décolleté or shoulders to really add luminosity. Perfect for that summer glow. And this is the shade Kitten. So it's this beautiful champagne shade that looks good on a multitude of skin tones. And it just gives you that beautiful, healthy glow. So I'm going to use a brush here to apply on Brittany. And you see from one swipe that instant glow. And because it's a putty, it sits so smoothly on the skin. And you can see here, I'm also going to use my fingertips to apply just to the corner of the eye and a little bit on the nose. So there's no wrong way you can use this. And it's going to give you that luminosity to the skin that just looks so healthy, and it really wakes the skin up. It just, if you feel like your skin's ever tired or dull looking, adding a little bit of this highlighter is going to give you that perfect glow. And I love to take a little bit just right above the lip. And this sort of has a lifting effect too to the lip and just sort of brightens up. If you can see, kind of turn to the camera and you can really see that beautiful glow. And Kitten's one of those shades, it looks good with any sort of makeup colors that you apply. And you can kind of keep layering it and layering it And the more you do, it just looks better and better. I love this too as an all-over product to use as an eyeshadow. If you're in a pinch and you don't have a shadow on you, it looks beautiful on the lids to really brighten up as well. Speaking of eyes, next up we're going to go with our Glisten and Glow, and this is in the shade Oasis. So this is a beautiful bronze warm shade, and these have these microfine pearl to them. So what these do is really, really brighten the eye, but they allow you to have this beautiful luminosity and glitter without the mess or fallout. So I love this for a really quick, easy, glowing eye when you're going on holiday or vacation, or for anywhere where you don't want the mess of glitter all over your face. You apply these directly on with the fingertips, and it gives you that instant wow factor. You see all the beautiful flecks of glitter, and these blend out like a dream, and once they dry, they don't move or they don't crease. And so you can use a brush as well, but I love to apply with the fingertips because I feel like I have a little bit more control. And it's so easy just to create this eye-catching look with just this shadow. But we are going to bump it up a little bit because she is going out tonight, so we want to add a little bit of liner too in some of my favorite Stila products. We couldn't do makeup without using Stila liners. And see how much light and reflection that just gives to the eyes. It brightens up, and it's a really, really wearable way to wear a beautiful glitter. And that bronze shade is so beautiful with her blue eye color. So it wouldn't be a Stila eye without using our iconic liner. So we have some of the best eyeliners on the market, and they are so easy to use. So I'm gonna start by using our smudge stick in a brown tone. So this is called Vivid Smoky Quartz. And I love this shade because it's just a neutral brown, and it looks great on so many different skin tones. But what I love about these is they're so easy to blend. So I'm gonna apply it directly on the eye. So go ahead and close for me. And you can just throw these on. You don't have to be perfect because we are going to smudge this. So by applying it just all over the lash line, and then you take a small buffing brush and you're just gonna buff it out. And you're just gonna kind of follow along and pull it out. And this is gonna give you this beautiful sultry liner that's going to lift the eye shape and also give you nice definition as well. And once these set, they do not move. So this stays all day and it won't crease or smudge, and they also are waterproof as well. And go ahead and open for me. And that just creates this beautiful definition and this nice sultry brown. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side here. And again, when you put them on, you just sort of want to paint your lash line and then buff it out. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to worry if it's not a straight line. You can also use these to blend out as a little bit of a shadow look. But it's so easy, especially if you like kind of like a pulled out, lifted eye. You can really just take these with your brush and follow along. And go ahead and open. And it gives you such nice depth and dimension to really frame the eyes. And turn towards me here. That's great. And so sometimes I like to do a little bit back in, just in the inner corner, and I'll sort of leave that without blending it and let that dry, just to define and bring it in. But you really have so much control over these. That's why the Stila liners are the #1 liners on the market because you have so much flexibility with them and their staying power. And so I always love to do a double stack. So this is the Stila liquid liner. This is the #1 selling liquid liner because it is so easy to use. It has this felt tip, which just allows you to really glide on and gives you such precision and control. So I'm using a brown because it's such a great shade for summer, and it's really, really beautiful with blue eyes. So it's gonna be perfect to do this kind of double stacked look and go right along the lash line to give even more definition and define. And what this will do is will give you that extra pop of depth and dimension to your liner look. So you see the difference from one eye, it really just adds a little bit more definition, defining, and it really locks in that liner. And see how I'm just kind of gliding along the lash line? It's so easy to paint with these. So you don't always have to do a cat eye. So a liquid liner can be nice just to add definition and to make sure that you really have a liner that stays all day. All right, so once that is on, we're gonna add our Huge mascara, and you guys have to see the difference in this. So Huge is a 1 coat, and it is full drama, so it really adds volume and length. It really defines the lashes, and it's such a gorgeous, healthy looking lash. And you will see the difference from one application here. She already has gorgeous lashes, but as we apply this, it just coats and hugs every single lash and gives you that beautiful volume without getting clumpy or flaky. It gives you this beautiful separation. And it's really the mascara that I use on all my clients because it works so well to do all the things that you want it to do. Wow. Her lashes are incredible. I'm so envious. And really, this just gives you that nice defining moment. This is my favorite mascara that I use on all my clients just because the more you apply it, the better it looks. It never gets clumpy, it never gets flaky, and it gives you that ultra volume. So if you don't have a lot of lashes, it's so great to build and define, and you really, really see that extra added volume. Wow, look at those lashes. All right, so that is the eyes. So that's just a really easy way of doing a nice bronze eye. Go ahead and turn towards me. Yeah, you look great. Sometimes I do love to go back in with the Heaven's Hue, and I'll place just a little bit on the center to have a little bit more of that light catching look, just to really brighten up the eyes. So next we're gonna add one of my new favorite products, which is the Heaven's Dew Gel Lip Oil. These give this beautiful lustrous sheen to the lips, and they feel so good because they have this large doe foot applicator. So it really hugs the lips and feels so comfortable on. A lip oil is great because it adds this beautiful, nourishing, feel-good ingredient along with this beautiful sheen to the lips. So this is the shade Kitten Comet. And this is a product that you'll find that you just want to keep applying because it feels so good. It's perfect for the summer when you just want to throw on a little bit of color and have that beautiful sheen to the lips without it feeling too sticky. Because it's an oil, it feels so comfortable, it glides on the lips, and the applicator just really hugs and feels so good. And lastly, to set the makeup, I'm gonna use the Stila Stay All Day Blurring Setting Spray. So this is great because not only does it add a blur to the skin, it really locks in the makeup. So it has a long wear to it. So any makeup that you apply, you can spray this on and it'll really lock in and give you total control of your makeup throughout the day. So you don't have to worry about touching it up. It helps it stay put. It also acts as a hydrator too. So you can use this, you know, throughout the day to kind of refresh the skin and wake the skin up. So I love to just kind of do a few sprays over the face and hold it a little bit away from the face so you kind of get a nice even distribution. And once you let that dry, it will make your makeup stay even longer. Stila already stays on, but what I love about this is it just adds that nice extra blurring property to it, and it really smooths out the skin. This also feels so good and it smells so good, so it really gives you the spa-like experience. So I find myself always even applying it on myself a little bit throughout the day. It's such a wonderful product to have in your makeup bag, especially through the summer if you're feeling like a little bit hot. It'll cool you down. So there's so many uses for this, and it'll make sure that your makeup stays put even if you go swimming.
Thank you so much, Charlie. That was absolutely amazing. I'm sure everybody at home is going to be able to follow along with your super simple tips to create this absolutely stunning makeup look.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
I'm so glad. And don't forget, you can shop everything you have seen on camera today. It's in the product carousel at the bottom or over to the side of your screen. If you're watching us on a replay, I want to know, let us know over on Instagram, did you follow these top tips? And you can follow Stila over on Instagram as well. Tune in to M&S Live again soon.